All right, so what we're gonna show you here is the kickstand hinge. One of the reasons why we love using this variation of a hinge is because it helps you do a couple things. One, it actually helps you load the working limb by getting the pelvis to turn towards that leg. And when you actually do that, you get number two, one of the biggest benefits, which is getting good length into the glute. And so what I want you to do here is you're going to go ahead and stand on your first foot, which is going to be, let's say, your left foot. And this back leg is going to be a little closer, so about 90% of the load is on this leg. Now from here, you can go ahead and put your hands on your hips and then go ahead and turn into that front leg. And now when you turn towards that front leg, what you'll notice now is that my head is directly over my foot. You want to be able to feel the whole foot on the ground with the heel, big toe, and pinky toe right on the ground. And here you're just going to be conscious of not being able to not gripping the toes too hard. You want it nice and relaxed so you can feel the whole foot. And then from here, you're going to put your same side hand on the lower butt cheek of that hip, and then the opposite hand is going to be in the front crease. And so what I want you to do here is you're going to essentially send that butt back as your knee and your foot stays relatively quiet, okay? And then from here, you're going to push through the midfoot and bring your hip forward. Now, what that looks like from the side is, again, here I'm going to turn towards that front leg. As I send my butt back, you're going to feel a nice stretch into this glute, and you're going to push through that midfoot as you come forward. The key here is to make sure that when you do hinge into that hip, you don't, as the hip goes back, the knee doesn't rotate out or snap backwards like so. So outward or snap back as you hinge back. You want to make sure that load stays over the foot as you hinge, and then push through that midfoot and bring that hip forward. Another thing to note is to make sure that you don't collapse the spine as you're actually getting into this hip joint. You want to make it clearly a hinge position or hinge movement. You'll feel the glute lengthen, and it should be very clear here. When you actually hinge, you'll notice that that working hip, that glute is going to go back, and this glute, same side glute, should be almost closer to you or closer to the backside versus the opposite hip. And oftentimes you'll see this happen where you'll see that this glute is closer to the camera here. You want to be able to hinge and get this working hip hinge back. So go ahead and give that a go and see how that feels.